NRI Challenges: People who are living abroad having difficulty to manage their inheritance property in India. This is my personal experience, and I'm making this video to just express my frustration and challenges I'm facing to manage my inheritance property in India. This is a true story and my personal experience. This may not apply to others as they may have a different experience. I'm just going to say the facts that my father, he owns and bought the property jointly with his other two brothers. Hence, the property is owned by three brothers, and that was bought in 1948. At that time, the property was just bought on that number, and it may not show the total area at that time. However, as the property is in a quite congested area, the boundaries have never been changed since 1948, and it is totally built up area, and the total area of the property at present is 568 square meters. This has been verified by the government approved surveyor. So from this point, if three brothers owns a joint property which is undivided, total area is 568 square meter. Hence, each brother is entitled to their share of 189.51 square meters. In this situation, the two brothers went to another state, in this case Punjab from Uttar Pradesh, and one brother continued to work and live in Kanpur. After a long period of time, one of the brothers wanted to sell the property, but not to his own brothers or their successors, but to a third party. The brother who wants to sell the property wants to sell to the third party because the third party is a developer and builder who will demolish the original property and build a new property, probably a shopping complex or something, so that he can benefit the most. But the brother who is actually living there wants his own share to be kept. But the brother who went to Punjab sold the property to a third party in 2011, and he sold a total of 445 square meters. This is false information as the total area is only 568 square meters and he's entitled to only 189 square meters. For whatever reason or how he did it, either to the land registry office or the revenue office or his connections, he managed to sell more than double of his entitlement. And he also went on to get the registration in the local revenue department, and he never paid any property tax, water tax, sewerage tax. Hence, he is becoming the owner of nearly the whole property. The person who is living there is worried and scared. He went to the court and requested or prayed that justice be done. The total area is owned by three brothers, and each brother is entitled to only one-third share. How one person can sell more than their share? The court has taken a long time, and still there is no justice and no conclusion has been done. In the meantime, the person who bought the property is threatening the people who are living in the property at the moment to vacate, as he would like to demolish and build and develop. But the person who is living there has a family with children, and he is very concerned and worried. I tried to go to the local police, complained to them, went to the local revenue department, went to see officials in the land registry office, but no one is listening. Then I went to complain to the Chief Minister's website on their portal to complain, and then even to the Inspector General of Police to the UP, and also to the Prime Minister's office on their portal for grievances, but nothing is being done. So far, everything is in a mess. I've been there a few times. Nobody is listening. They're sitting there as if they are kings, and they have entry requirements. You have to wait for them. When you go there, they don't even look at you, see your paper, and ask you to deposit in their administrative office, who don't care. And at the end of the day, nothing is being done. The property was sold in 2011, and this is January 2025. Still, we are fighting to even get our basic right to stay in the inheritance property. So the reason I'm making all this to just inform the public and express my frustration, anger, despair, hopelessness, and helplessness with the continued struggle to even get the basic justice that my inheritance property should be equally divided among the legal owners and successors. I have to admit that at this stage, even my name has been taken away from the joint property by illegal means by the officials in the revenue department, and they are not even including my name, and they are forcing me to pay all the property tax, land tax, water tax, sewerage tax, and the people who actually bought the property have never paid any penny towards any of these taxes, and they want to have the taxes from me if I want to include my name. I have paid all the taxes, property tax, water tax, sewerage tax. Despite all this, the revenue inspector of that area has not included my name and is not even listening. And I've complained to the IAS officers in the Nagar Nigam, but nobody is taking any action. I just wish that if you are having your property or buying property or maintaining your inheritance property, to be warned that these are the difficult situations. This may not happen with you, This is only my personal experience, and I wish this should not happen to anybody, but the way the administration is in there, especially in Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur, I hope there is improvement. I hear all the time ministers and chief ministers talking about equality, uh, governance, and helping the poor people or common people to get the justice done. But that's all talk. On the ground, the reality is different. I am hoping that people who are watching this, there is somebody out there who might be able to help and support all the NRIs and hope the justice is there and not done harm to anybody. As citizens of India, we are entitled to have all the fundamental rights to own the property, to inherit the property, and in cases where we actually want to go back, develop, invest, and improve the quality of our own people. But the way things are at the moment, especially in the government officials, it is very hard, and I am making this just to express my frustration and even anger. Thank you for listening to me. I hope when you invest in India, if you maintain your inheritance, you do not have to face the difficulties that I am facing. Thank you for listening.